Why do some of the brightest, most confident students become quiet and bitter over time? Let's talk about what no one's actually want to talk. So there was a guy named Daniel in our class. So Daniel was a guy who was actually having a charismatic and attractive personality. And he was actually liked by every student and teacher naturally. But also there are many teachers who are basically like those teachers who are older, who are overweight, who are actually having hair fall, and they actually react differently to him. Like like whenever Daniel was actually asking a question, they actually interrupt him very harshly. They they are actually talking to Daniel very harshly, and they react to him, and they give him a level which is overconfident. So that's why day by day, after having these types of behavior from our teacher, Daniel will become a guy who's actually talkless. He doesn't smile more. He was actually less active in our school activities. He was actually don't raise his hand. He basically a type of introvert guy right now. So this is not just a story. This is not just the story of Daniel. Most of the guy who is actually introvert and shy is having the same traumatic experience behind their life. So what's the main problem? What's creating the problem? Is it teacher or is it the school system who is actually making the problem? So let's talk about it. So when we think of the teacher are the problem, it's actually some kind of, because most of the adult teacher are actually not secure. They are insecure about anything. It can be their looks, it can be their knowledge, it can be anything. Don't get me wrong. I just say what is true. Because they say they saw confident student as a threat. Because the student who is actually confident asking question out of the box, they were actually out of the culture and asking some question that is actually critical for answering, and the teacher are actually afraid to answer those questions. That's why teachers sometimes prefer confident student. Teachers sometimes prefer obedient student rather than confident. So that's the actual problem. That's the actual problem of our today's teacher. But we can't just give all of the blame to our teacher, because there are some issue of our school system. Because teacher are also a kid and a student when they are actually in their childhood, and they also have the same traumatic experience which they give us right now. So we doesn't just blame them and go to a controversial topic like that. There are some fault of our school system, and there are many issues of our school system. Because today's school reward silent memorization following structures. Like it say you that you have to memorize these types of syllabus, this chapter, and it will come in exam. And they will give you some notes which actually help you to improve in your exam and having a better grade. But what's next? What's next after exam? A job, a 9 to 5 job which you really don't want to know, which you really don't want to do. You are just a slave of the system. And all of these things are actually starting from here, school system. Don't get me wrong, you can actually research about it. But I just research, and I think it is the most controversial topic, but it's actually the universal truth that school system is created for making a slave. Don't get me wrong, because school actually reward obedient student rather than any types of confident, very high personality, very whatever critical thinking leadership student. They are actually prefer obedient student rather than any types of confident and a student who is actually capable of leadership, because they want us to make their slave. They want us to work on their factory or work on their job, not having a job owner, not having an entrepreneur on our system. So that's the actual truth. So these are the solution of the biggest problem which we are talking right now. So I don't blame the teacher because those teacher are don't have the actual blame. Those teacher are amazing actually. Those teacher are actually amazing, and not all of the school are same, but most of the average school are actually working like that. So our true education is look like this. They have to build confidence in the student. They have to actually build leadership student who are actually lead on our team, like a group of team or a group of school, a group of class. So the real education is build confidence, build entrepreneurship, build critical thinking, and build a higher personality. Not just memorizing all of the thing for exam, and after the exam we forgot everything.